exciting day today?
Well, it's up to you.
Yeah, I know you didn't come here for me.
Sure we did.
Hello, Ben.
Indicted Trump White House aide Peter Navarro there seen entering court today. He took the stand for the first time. Like Mark Meadows, Navarro has fought hard to avoid these kind of moments. He's now taking the stand to testify about why he says he should not have to testify, at least in any detail, about anything he did leading up to January 6th while he worked at Trump's White House. Navarro was literally in the courtroom adjacent to where Jack Smith sat in the Trump hearing today that we've been covering. That's a coincidence. Navarro took the stand to insist that his refusal to testify was only based on executive privilege. And he's pointed to an executive privilege letter from Trump's attorney. One problem, though, is that only came about a year after Navarro defied the congressional subpoenas, after he was held in contempt, and after he was indicted. Now, we can't show you any video of Navarro's testimony in federal court today because, as we've emphasized, most of these court hearings and all the federal court hearings are without video cameras. He did, however, make a very similar argument in one of our earlier interviews, which came before he was indicted. We raised the evidence problem at the time. If you say all those things out here, why risk a legal battle or going to jail to refuse to discuss them with the committee under oath?
Because I have a loyalty to the Constitution and a loyalty to the president. It's not my privilege to waive. Executive privilege and the related concept of testimonial immunity for senior White House officials. For executive privilege, it goes back to George Washington. What is being attacked here is executive privilege in a very unique, in my view, fanciful and absurd way.
Executive privilege does exist. Your problem, sir, is it doesn't exist for you yet because Donald Trump doesn't have your back. You say you're standing tall and going to the mat. You're clearly demonstrating.
Look, Ari,
let me finish, sir.
Let's just stop.
Peter, let me finish, and then I'm going to let you respond.
Counterfactual.
Well, that is the issue. We know DOJ prosecutors did not agree with Navarro's claim that he had this legal privilege. Now, today, what's new is an independent judge is also skeptical, saying Navarro's claims are pretty weak sauce and hitting the same evidence issue, noting the record is barren. And even if there aren't magic words, there should be some words or a smoke signal for this kind of privilege. So again, we're learning a lot as we go. Now, a federal judge is calling out Navarro for claiming privilege without being able to show proof or any even magic words from the president, not even a, quote, smoke signal, as the judge put it, which, as this painting shows, is a pretty ancient way to convey a message or sign. The implication is that perhaps Mr. Navarro wanted the smoke of clashing with the congressional committee, but he doesn't have a hint of Donald Trump signaling privilege at the time in a way he can prove. And if there's one thing all these stories tonight have in common, it's that you need evidence to prove things. Just as Meadows and Navarro are shifting their resistance to testifying, we're also seeing a shift in Mr. Navarro as a defendant and his approach in dealing with the feds, from that initial vocal outrage to this newly different tone.
They put me in handcuffs, they bring me here, they put me in leg irons, they stick me in a cell. What they did to me today violated the Constitution. This case has already cost over $500,000. I'm not going to talk about the case per se, but this is a very important case about the constitutional separation of powers.
Now, the separation of powers is a valid issue. It can even legally complicate certain demands for testimony. Defendant Navarro's problem today is this judge suggesting there was no executive power deployed here in the first place. And you can't get very far on separation of powers if you don't have evidence that one of the three branches of government's powers was even deployed. Mr. Navarro's criminal trial is slated to start next week.